And we're live.
Yeah. What's good, people? It's your boy Icarus Gray.
It's your homeboy WordPlay TJ.
And this is the No Rhyme or Reason podcast, where we talk about everything.
Everything for no reason at all.
We back.
Yes, and we're going to talk about some Grammy nominations that we recently seen. And I think the best conversation that we currently have is when it comes to Clipse versus Kendrick Lamar, who's going to win? Who's going to take home those Grammys? And obviously, right, in some of those categories, there's some spoilers, right? So it may go to somebody that we totally don't believe that is going to get it. But we have them competing in Best Rap Song, Best Rap Performance, Best Rap Album, and Album of the Year.
It's interesting to me because initially, I would have had Doechii cleaning up everybody.
Yeah, and that could be right. The situation is that the spoiler, right? But for Best Rap Song, let's start with that, right? So it's given to the songwriters. So for us, I'm curious about who wins this round between the Clipse and Kendrick with TV Off versus Birds Don't Sing.
I kind of think Anxiety gets them both, but the stronger song in that category would, to me, be Birds Don't Sing because of how vulnerable I think it was and how a lot of people seem to emotionally connect to it.
Yeah.
TV Off is fun, but I don't think they're gonna run the gambit like how they did with the Beef song from last year, which
I think Birds Don't Sing is the better rap song. I think it's culturally impactful. It's meaningful for both of those songwriters, right? It was a little bit more deep than TV Off is on the surface. And for Birds Don't Sing, it has a longer reach and a longer shelf life than TV Off. Just that GNX moment that Kendrick has had.
And I also think it's more, as far as universally, I think it's the more sound song that everybody will experience kind of at some point.
So if I were to guess, Birds Don't Sing would be the winner in that category if Doechii wasn't available to take that. So we'll see what happens during those Grammys, whether or not that happens. Next is Best Rap Performance. And this is, again, TV Off versus Chains and Whips. So but you also have Cardi B's Outside, Doechii's Anxiety, and Darling I by Tyler the Creator featuring Tizo Touchdown.
Again, another one where I think Kendrick wins it, not for TV Off, but for his verse on Chains and Whips.
Oh, that is a thing that I didn't think about.
Because
they could just give it for Chains and Whips and Kendrick still wins a Grammy. There's all these people having this discourse about this Kendrick versus Clipse thing.
Yeah.
And all they're saying, they're never mentioning this part. That all they're saying is Kendrick is gonna, I'd be so disappointed if Kendrick spoils this moment for Clipse, not realizing that Chains and Whips would be a moment where they all could share in the win.
I also don't think it would the funniest part about that discourse, I think even why we wanted to have this episode, is there's no spoiling it. Pusha would and definitely Malice would definitely be happy for Kendrick. There's no malice. So I don't even think it would be something that would be this. And apologies for this on and off mic stuff.
Yeah, you hating on our audio right now.
But I don't think it would be that big of an issue in terms of how we've been making it. Yeah, and I'm any Chains and Whips thing. I feel like they'll give it to that because that song is incredibly impactful. The first song performed, I think it was performed at the Vatican, or they're the first rap artist to perform at the Vatican. But I do know Chains and Whips
with Birds Don't Sing.
Yeah, there we go. I think that was a hugely impactful moment and things that are shifting the culture and maybe not shifting the votes, but the way that Let God Sort 'Em Out was constructed in this way, I feel like that will be the best melodic, or not best melodic rap performance, but best rap performance, right?
Yeah. I think a lot of people are saying because Kendrick had a moment last year that his moment is done and he needs to get out of the way for the other folks. But like, you can't take that approach. Number one, you don't know whether or not either one of them will win in the category.
True.
And then secondly, it seems like they would both love each other no matter what happens. And Kendrick and the Clipse have some advantages against each other when it comes to winning something that night. So Kendrick is still not necessarily by himself, but without the Clipse competing for best melodic rap performance. And then the Clipse have best music video that they're competing in. And so I think it's going to be a situation where all this sort of public back and forth, is it going to be Clipse? Is it going to be Kendrick? Is a bunch of nonsense ultimately. Yeah, so before I kind of step all over, the point of this video in the first place, I'm going to have to change the title now. Best rap album they're competing against. What's your vote in that regard?
Let God Sort 'Em Out is a masterpiece, but I also forgot that Chromacopia is on there.
No, between Kendrick and
I definitely, between those two, I definitely got Let God Sort 'Em Out. Like,
okay.
I love GNX, but I think Pharrell was just in a different space. Whereas like I feel like Kendrick was calculated in dropping GNX, but I don't think it was as curated and cared for as Let God Sort 'Em Out.
Shorter time frame.
A
victory lap on top of that.
A definite victory lap. They've been working on Let God Sort 'Em Out since COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there's just more care, and it sounds like it, and it does sound like art to me, whereas GNX does just sound like a victory lap. Like, It doesn't have the same artistry that I think To Pimp a Butterfly or even Mr. Morale and Big Steppers has.
Do you feel the same for album of the year?
Yeah. If it's between those two, I'm definitely giving it to the Clipse. And that's, again, not a slight or anything, but I think like even how they use Kendrick on their album.
Bless you.
Even how they use Kendrick on their album is highly effective.
I think what I'd be disappointed about is if one of these two didn't win album of the year. I'd be more upset about that than I would be if, one of them took over the other one. You know what I mean?
So,
you know what's funny?
What?
Jack Antonoff worked on 2 of these projects heavily.
Oh, that's nice.
He was on the GNX with that, and he did Sabrina Carpenter.
Jack been out here getting busy.
Mad busy. Ultimately, I think my point of view is that I want to see Clipse take a few home. I want to see Kendrick take a few home. And let's hope that this public discourse doesn't turn into something that like is just disappointment. Yeah. It feels like over the years the Grammys have gotten better. It's one of the best award shows currently. Mm-hmm. And it's still airing. People are still actively participating because that slump in the kind of mid 2000s, 2010s era has kind of gone away, and it feels like they fixed some of the issues that people had concerns about.
Anyway, what do y'all think? Who you got winning? Is it neither of these guys, which is also a take? Are you even going to watch the Grammys? That is also another interesting part of discussion with that.
They'll watch the performances.
Let us know down in the comments. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys in the next piece, a 1 and a 2. And peace.